Hello everyone, we'll be starting shortly. I'm getting YouTube set up again. Alright, seems as though all that's been saved. And we seem to be connected fine. So, hi everyone, welcome to another stream of the Outer Worlds. See, I didn't say the Outer Wilds this time. Last time we had started the game, we got killed once from like weird ape creatures, which were right near the starting zone, which don't seem to be right kind of fair. But we're now in Edgewater, walking around talking to people. I've spoken to half of the town. We've got the other half still to do. And once we do that, we can start doing some quests. So continuing on from what I said last time, I am on the fence about this game still. I don't know whether I like it or dislike it. I will probably find out either within this stream or another couple streams to see how I fully feel on it. But for now, I'm willing to keep playing it. We'll see where it goes and go from there. So without further ado, let's switch over to the game and get started, shall we? I can't skip any of these. Which Unreal Engine? Unreal Engine 4? 3? Hey. You know, I burnt my finger earlier. So, if at any point I just like pause for a second, it's because I'm pressing a button while also my finger hurts. I was like, ow, it burns. Continue. Mantis swarm examined. It's a bug. Raising your medical skill unlocks consumable slots for your emergency medicinal inhaler. Increases the duration of... Okay. Each of your companions is a unique perk and unique special attack. Build a team that fits your playstyle or just hang out with your favorites. I refuse to be pigeonholed into specific builds. I'm going to go with who I want, whenever I want, just to change things up. Ooh, pretty. All right, let me make sure that we're good. Seeing if that's showing up. Yep. Sounds being picked up too, so great. Let's see what we can get up to today.
I'm sorry, I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
You gotta work. You got to work some more. The center's in our midst. Defeat our foes, help the chairman and Minister Clark. Gotta have that guitar. Hello?
Got my sights on you.
Why? I didn't do nothing. I see you over there. How do I get up there? Oh, this place could be cleaned a little. You know, if I could, I'd do a parkour and, like, jump off the wall. Do, like, a foot thing. If only there was a climb-up mechanic. That would make it easier. Ooh. Grenade launcher, weapons pack. I assume this is the church. Kind of looks like one. Sure.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
That's what it's supposed to be like.
I don't have time for this.
Cleanliness is weird. Ugh.
Place in the universe is fixed.
Although I will say it is very weird. Not just because it's
Hey
clean.
there, Mary. Don't see you around here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all.
A cube and a skull.
None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
I must be on my way. Verity to you.
Jeez. You gotta mind your business, lady.
Work fortifies the spirit.
Sure. OS file. No.
Yes, what is it?
Vicar
You're an
Max.
outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison. Anything at all. Spiritual counseling.
We're making it sound like it's
Tossball
alcohol.
predictions, the quickest way out of town.
How did you know I'm an outsider?
Not to put too fine a point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts.
What are you talking about?
Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here, except for Miss Holcomb, who for some reason doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
Wow. I'm a bit surprised to hear you dismiss parishioners so casually.
I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town.
Sounds like you're terrible at your job. Isn't it your job to raise that?
Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here.
Did you just refer to this town as a miserable place?
Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so.
Okay. What sort of spiritual advice do you offer here?
They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No? How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands.
I was actually asking what your religion was all about.
The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan.
Bullshit. What does OSI stand for? How do I get to talk to the Grand Architect? I guess OSI, what does it stand for?
The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also known as scientism to the layperson.
You're talking like Scientology? Not Scientology. Maybe? I don't know. How do you talk to the Grand Architect? Oh, bleh. How do you talk to this Grand Architect? Prayer, meditation? Alcohol?
You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us.
Doesn't sound like a very motivational religious philosophy. What's their aspire to?
We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything. The future,
I don't think that's
the
how it
past,
works.
each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to grand architects ourselves, after a fashion.
It sounds kind of dangerous, to be honest, if that is true. But I don't think there's like... I'm just imagining it's like, hey man, I've just managed to figure out how a hydrogen atom is made. I now know when I'm going to die. Tomorrow. I swallowed the hydrogen atom, Dave. That seems unlikely.
I would love to discuss the finer points of my religion with you. Oh, wait. No, I wouldn't. Seriously, though, to truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation.
Okay. Provided you wanted me to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You asked me to come here.
Speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Fix the geothermal plant. This is pretty much it. Cut off the power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
Oh no! She cares about people. What do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Intelligence. Depends on how well the leader can provide beyond your walls.
Astute. But I am here, not in the deserter camp. So that's not a variable I can account for.
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Okay. Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls.
Okay.
My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Okie dokie. Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Uh-huh. I still need to learn more about this book before I agree to this.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
Okay, I'll look for it.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Ah, leveled up. Jeez. They really made that to make it scary. That is one dirty chair. Or is it supposed to be like a cow print chair? Anyway, points. Where should we put them in? Well, tech. Get up to 40 for the first one. And get that up to 30. And then maybe get this up as well, so the rest in here, I guess. Apply. Yes. Cool. So, let's think on what we got from the person. Deliver a message to Adelaide. We've spoken to the vicar. He says to bring them into the fold and try and persuade them. I think the only way would be to remove the guy in power, because he seems kind of a tool in a way. It all depends on how Adelaide is as a person, because right now all I know is that she's the leader of that group, so go see what she's about. We've also got some side things. Let's set this to active. Oh, I have to double click. I wish I could like put it so that it will just have them all on, you know, like Skyrim where you can have multiple things active at once. But no, this game's like, oh no, you can only have one thing. Let's finish this gravesite collection. While also having a look over here first before we go. Oh, there's the tavern.
I'm not allowed in here. Not since the vending machine incident.
Holcomb, got my eye on you, girl.
What did you do to the vending machine?
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
What incident?
Ask her if you care. I'm running a business here.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
I've got some questions for you.
Go right ahead.
What's your take on this place?
What, you mean Edgewater? That's a peculiar question. This a test? Am I being tested right now?
Would you like to be a
fine and
test?
dandy. Couldn't be happier. Wouldn't want to spend my life working anywhere else. Prettiest little town on Terra 2.
Yes, the dirt is particularly nice. The blister on my ass is prettier than Edgewater. The fuck? Okay. Telling yourself that won't make it true.
You are condescending to me, and I do not care for it. I am lucky to have my work, lucky to be alive. I don't get paid for banter. Was there something you needed?
Actually, there was.
Go right ahead.
Anyone I should watch out for?
Other than yourself? Definitely the vicar. Don't get me wrong. He seems a decent man, cut from church cloth, knows his scriptures. But there's something about him that bothers me. Like he's not one of us. Sometimes I suspect he doesn't even want to be here.
Anyone else that... Well, after talking to him, I can kind of agree on that. So what's this about this plague that's supposed to be going around?
Plague? I don't know anything about a plague. We are the very picture of hot-blooded...
You're literally
vigor.
next to the plague house. Is there a reason you feel like you have to hide what's going on?
You have got the wrong idea about me. I've got nothing that needs hiding. Some of us who get sick are liable to exaggerate the conditions of that sickness. But the fact is, if you work hard, you have got no cause to worry.
Right. That doesn't make any sense.
Spend enough time in the Spacer's Choice family, and you will come to understand. Medical treatment is commensurate with our value to society. Spacer's Choice will dispense medicine for the indispensable worker. Natural selection at work.
Are they hoarding medical supplies because they're running out? Is that why they're doing this? So, like, maybe they're losing resources and they're trying to hoard as much as they can, giving it only to people that are deemed worthy enough. Or are they just assholes?
Then the hand of medical science will not grace you with its touch, and you must recover on the virtue of your own grit. Listen, you mind if we talk about something else? Rambling about company policy gets me feeling all lightheaded.
Uh-huh.
Go right.
I didn't want to leave.
It's not the best choice.
Shut up about that. I hate that
Music
saying.
to my ears.
What do you got? Maxwell. For some reason, you think this hammer should be silver. What? Well, I'll sell junk first. Impact hammer. Leave it to the Spacer's Choice to make a hammer and then remind people that it's good to hit things with it. By the way, this hammer hits really good. Light assault rifle. This fast-firing, high-spread gun is the ultimate spray and pray weapon. Pray that it doesn't break too. The light machine gun, which is the same as this. No, it's machine gun instead of assault rifle. Where's my heavy gun that uses light ammo? You asked for it, and Space's Choice provides. Like pistol. Revolver. Space's Choice takes its revolvers seriously, and so should you. Shotgun. Telescoping staff. The iconic Space's Choice telescoping staff can be modified in many ways for additional cost. Now available in Mark II. Ammo. Dinner. Bypass stunt. Oh, I don't want to go that far. Worker's outfit. Work survives for any and all like grade 3 tasks. Standard troop armor. Aramid makes gold standard entry-level troop protective gear. Plus they make this version. Wait, Aramid Ballistics makes this gold standard in entry-level troop troop protective gear. Plus they make this version. So this isn't that what they just described. Natural helmet. Riot control gear. Whether you're quelling a civilian riot or just beating down a drug-crazed vandal, Aramid Ballistics have you covered with their riot set control gear. Mining helmet. The sturdy metal mining helmet is rated for all grade 1 miners, now with safety light. It's the Space's Choice. Space's who likes mines, that is. Thug kit. Increases hand grip and leg springiness. Springiness? Increases melee and defense skills. Special rifle barrel lets a ranged weapon shoot a little more precisely, making critical hits do more damage. This well-balanced grip lets the melee weapon swing a little more accurately, because grips increase accuracy. Compare. What do you mean I can't compare? Well, armor 4, 9. I don't get it. How come the riot control gear is worse than the troop armor? I guess riot control is more for police forces and the troop armor is more for like actual soldiers. Why is this light? This should be medium, really. Well, regardless. Ooh. It's 560. I have 47. I can't buy this even if I wanted to. Let's check our guns. Stun baton, sentry saber, tossable stick, grenade launcher. Well, I don't use telescoping staff, so I'll sell that. Tossable blocker. While obviously useful for blocking, the tossable blocker is also great for bronzing, cleaving, and the occasional hacking. It's quite a lot, actually. It is a one-handed melee. Hammersmith. The widest physical blast damage that bits can buy. 73, 89, 91. I'll sell this. Kind of want to keep this because it has an electrical damage and I don't think I have anything else that does elemental damage. All right, well, thank you.
Yeah, huh?
I noticed you mention your dad a lot, but never your mother. When?
That's on account of how I never met her.
I'm sorry.
It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family.
Uh-huh.
She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Okay, is that normal? Perception. That's locked behind 3 perception. I guess I'll go. Is that normal?
I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
All right, well, you mentioned something earlier that I wanted to ask you about.
You mean about the mission being too clean?
Isn't it supposed to be clean? It's a church.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
You're a mechanic. Whenever you see a machine, it's in need of fixing. It's an ideal, not what we live in, but what we strive for. Then why'd you want to talk to him? Never been much for religion myself. I guess the first one.
Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
Why aren't you allowed in Moreau's store anymore?
There was a kind of a thing with a vending machine when I was 12.
And you're banned from it still? No, you were a kid. That must have been years, forever ago.
Sure, but folks got long memories around here. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know. So I did my thing. And next thing I know, there's a couple hundred bottles of 0G rolling out the front door and into the road.
I would, yeah, chuckle.
It's not funny. Right about then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Saltuna ships. And Mr. Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone would have to volunteer a third shift to get it all canned. Anyhow, you ever seen an auto loader run over a bottle of 0G?
Go on.
Exploded all over Mr. Thompson. One bottle after another as the loaders went by. I was just shy of working age, so Dad had to pay all the damages. Moreau's still angry at me.
Jeez.
I can laugh about it now, but I just about puked up my guts in terror in the moment. That's the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool.
All right, let's get back to it then. So where do I need to go? Looks like I have to go this way.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
What the hell was that noise? Right, time to do some missions. The only source of protein a busy worker needs. Why is it all in caps lock? Why is the what? I've seen this a lot lately, where people seem to be making titles and things, or just writing in general, and putting everything in capitals. That's not how you write things. You got capital letters for the beginning of a word, and then normal letters after that. You don't keep writing it in capitals. I hear noises. Friend! Is anyone here? Does anyone even live outside? It's more of the Who flowers. Ooh, is that the spaceport? Take that. If it doesn't say steal, I will take everything. All of this is mine now. Wood. Spaceport seems pretty abandoned for a place that's supposed to be busy. Also, there's smoke over there for some reason. Hey there, buddy. Damn it, Pavati was about to say something.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever
Backup?
swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Are you okay? You seem confused.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Silas sent me. You owe him your gravesite fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
I don't really need to lie about that. If your resistant needs another gun, or I got a question for you. I got a question for you.
Go on.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially?
What is wrong with the texture on your ear? It looks
Between
weird.
you and me, I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation. Go on.
What do you have against mechanicals?
You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you, scanning you with its murderous oculars.
I'm pretty sure that's what they're programmed to do.
Mechanicals have been programmed to eliminate the human race. They've been programmed to replace us. First, they will rob us of our jobs. And once they have taken away our livelihoods, they will take away our very lives.
Right. If your resistant needs a little gun, I'm for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's chaw. Few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armies pay enlistment fees.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
Woo! What do you need?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations.
Die, robot.
Cross it off, then report back.
If I'm going after this mechanical scout, I could use a couple pointers.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Okay. Well, I'll let you be then. What's over here? Workbench. Oh. Apparently this is better. How is this less than this? Because it's 2 levels lower. I wish it would show which ones I had equipped. Wait, where's the second gun? What? Well, I'll break down this, yes. 141, 141. I guess I'll break down that one then. 73, 73. So break down that. So these three I have in my equipment, or equipped. So what is this? You want a ticker? It will cost this much. Damage will increase by 2.2. Well, I'm not going to be doing this, so... I don't understand this. Why is this here? Ooh. Let me out. God, just standing in the doorway. Oh, many machines. With a bunch of stuff that I can't afford or don't need. Hello?
You some sort of freelancer?
I guess. You can now travel to Edgewater landing pad from your ship. If it could fly. Pretty. There's that tower thing over there still. I don't think I want to fall from this height. What's this thing? Insert captain identification cartridge to initiate remote landing. Well, it can't because it's not working, so... yeah. Let's go hand this back in. Let me see. So we've unlocked fast travel for that. So back to the cemetery. Thank God I can just keep running without having to worry about stamina. I haven't slept once. Who needs sleep when you can just be forever awake?
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this lady.
Sup?
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What are you talking about, Silas?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
I did your, about those fees. Well, we need to talk about Eugene. Eugene?
Yeah? What about him?
You first. I know you buried him.
Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this about?
His solid gold teeth could be worth something if you pulled them out.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders.
Wow,
Or he
okay.
rose from the dead.
I'll keep an eye out for them, I guess.
Let me know if you find anything.
About those fees, by the way.
You run into any trouble?
I'm all done. Paperwork, fees, and signatures.
Rely reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Is this a good thing to mention? First I'll ask about it.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
Yeah, isn't that why you wanted me to collect his fees? Or he was convinced you knew?
What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A, for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
Sure, I went out of my way for you.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
I was hoping for something more tangible.
Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Yes! More money! Got a question for you.
Yeah?
Have you heard any news about the Hope?
The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again?
I'm from there.
Since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking?
I don't understand. He's saying everybody's forgotten about us?
Hope's just a rumor, friend. Ancient rumor at that. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew.
Alcohol doesn't fix everything. What is wrong with these people? I understand. They said the colony was expecting us.
Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about Hope this and colony that, but you need to stop, or there's gonna be trouble.
What's the trouble in asking a question?
Trouble's in the asking. Board don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like. Frankly, neither do I.
Well, that means they're trying to hide something then.
Something I can do for you?
Nah, that's it. See ya. Your reputation with the faction has changed. If enemies are hostile but your reputation isn't kill on sight, leaving for a few days will calm things down. They have short memories, apparently. Okay. Well, we apparently have to go find Eugene as well. Search the collector's domicile. Book collector whose residence was part of a small community directly north of Edgewater. Believes he's dying. Wanted for murder. Die robot. This is the one I want. And where is this? Oh, literally directly north. I'm gonna go left this time. Whee. Oh, more graves, but these ones have like actual things over them. I guess these are the rich ones? This one's actually got a mausoleum. I'll take that. Do. Got lights on and everything. This is red. I assume that means it's locked? Yes. Literally outside of the walls is just abandoned. Space chores. I hear danger.
That beep from me.
I heard whisper directly in my ear. Was that supposed to be you? You were nowhere near me. Do.
Here we go.
Spend your culture and hold to order them back. Okay, over there then.
Sure.
X to order your companion to attack.
Be right there.
Do. Personal files. Ideas for Saltuna Light taglines. Melts on your fork, not in the mouth. What? It's supposed to melt in your mouth. Why would it melt? Less fat with some Saltuna flavor. It's brine time. Now with the satisfying crunch of cartilage. You can't spell Saltuna without salt. Also can't spell Saltuna without ants. Or ants. Potential to market toward families. Leading scientists say it's still food. The Saltuna will thank you. Warning may cause auditory hallucinations. Messages. Arbs Hobson. Just wanted to check out the new Saltuna Light project. I've been brainstorming some new taglines for the product line, and I think some of them really catch our customers' attention. Appreciate your hard work on behalf of our beloved brand of Saltuna. I've just received a response from corporate. They're not interested in your idea of a light version of the Saltuna brand because we'd rather not compete with ourselves. Okay, but they are interested in the idea of a lighter Saltuna. Effective immediately, we have been instructed to use heavier weighted cans so we can pack them with less Saltuna, thereby saving bits to every can. Great. This is exactly the kind of breakthrough our cannery needs. In fact, our logistics department has just confirmed my request to have you transferred from marketing division to the cannery. Can you imagine, Lawrence? You'll be rubbing elbows with your fellow workers on the canning line, filling each slightly heavier can with slightly less Saltuna, hour after hour, day after day. This is a great and tremendous honor for you and for me. Effective immediately, your position on your marketing division has been terminated. I expect you to report to Foreman tomorrow morning. Your uniform will be deducted from your pay. Wow. What a shit show. Enjoy your new life. As whatever. We don't need marketing anymore. What do we got? That it? Oh. Whee! Nothing in there. This is just a wire.
Yeah, huh?
I guess there's nothing else to talk about. More buildings that way, but I'm going to go this way first. Or I would, but there's not any space, so I guess I have to go this way. There's just like these half-constructed abodes that no one's coming in. Friend. Locked door. Junkyard. Ooh. I see you down here. Do. No?
Aw, he ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
I could do it myself, actually.
That's not bad work, ma'am. You done this before?
I can build entire ships.
Operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Oh, hey. Do you owe me something for the repairs?
Spacer's Choice reminds all colonists that serving the Spacer's Choice family is the highest possible reward. I have been programmed to deliver this pre-approved message.
Alright, I'll be going now then. Well, I dealt with it. I didn't kill it exactly, but... Whoops. Apparently pressing T does a melee attack. I didn't know that. What is that beeping noise? A combat drone. Frozen dinner. Sliced bread. Alright, let's go. Meow. Meow. Is it that, or is it something else over here making those weird, like, beeping noises? Oh, it's lava down there. Look at its head go. Reload.
Don't mess with us.
You were doing better than I was. Ethology Praetore mating habits. Kane Van Acker, Spacer's Choice Ethologist designed to Terra 2. This week I've decided to study Praetore mating habits. The female Praetores, or Praetores, leave their nesting area in the morning and return in the afternoon with random objects, typically something shiny or bright. Then they build displays with these objects, perform what I can only describe as a dance for an audience of males. If a male likes what he sees, the two go off and nest together in one of the nearby trees. Gerald, if you're reading this, I'm done waiting for you. I'm collecting my things. Meet me at the next site. Don't be late. I'm expecting punctuality from my assistants. Seems like he's dead. Looks like the feral one killed him, and then they just sort of left him there. Is it supposed to be a bus? Yeah, I think it's that making that noise. I don't see anything else here making that. Well, I did the thing. Granted, I didn't kill it, but I got rid of it for you. So you better pay me still.
Bring us honor, soldier.
We won't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination.
Okay.
You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory. Behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
You hid your secret weapon in a lavatory?
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
I'll let you know if I can find it.
On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
You put it... Okay. Well, I guess I'll go grab it right now then. Thought that was a box. It is not. Rapidon head anatomy. Fast travel, an inconvenient way of moving to areas you've already explored.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna...
You're not a big drinker, are you?
Not really.
You tried the best, now... Go ahead.
You asked me about myself? Why is that an option?
Suppose I did. Ready to talk about it?
You wouldn't believe it if I told you.
That right. Prove it.
Oh, okay. I'm the last survivor of the colony ship Hope. Everyone else is frozen.
Oh, I know that serial drama. They were playing it just the other night. What was it called? The Last Spacer? You're right. I don't believe you. I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid. Don't want people thinking you're a loon.
Uh-huh.
We'll get you Go ahead.
I've been asking around. No one seems to know anything about the Hope.
The Hope? No. I've never mixed a drink by that name. I could get you a rum and something if you like. Wait, no. Never mind. We're all out of something.
Why is it that nobody wants to talk about the Hope?
I don't know what fancy bars you've been crawling, but the rest of us make do with 0G. 0G brew, an ale that's good for what ails you.
I'm not talking about a drink. I'm from the Hope myself.
You feeling a bit flushed? Look, why don't you go set yourself down in the corner before you get all tangle-footed?
The Hope's out there somewhere with hundreds of thousands of other colonists.
Would you keep your voice down? You're gonna get the whole cantina written up. The Hope's folklore, all right? 60, 70-year-old folklore by now. The board don't approve of spreading seditious rumors and falsehoods. You're inviting trouble talking that way, and I don't want a part of it.
You sound scared.
Look, either shut your gob or stick a drink in it. We're done talking about this.
All right, bye. Well, I don't like anyone in this city or town, whatever. Shithole. Sealed bundle. And it is... It just has a bunch of squiggles on it. Can I actually read it? 5 something. These are passwords. Might look nice in one of the cruise rooms and reliable. Curious bundle discovered near a latrine in the Edgewater Cantina. A note reads, if found, please return to Logwood Miller at the landing pad. Actually is in English. Cool. It's not just a jumble of words.
You think corporate's ever gonna get it?
I hope talking about the Hope is not going to get me arrested in this game or something. It's like, you fool, you keep talking to everyone about this. Borst worst. It's not the worst unless it's Borst worst. Right. It's nighttime again. The day and night cycles in this are very fast.
Bring us honor, soldier.
Yeah, I found the package.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law.
Okay.
You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around
Mac
like
does
a
that.
grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
How do I use the injury customizing unit exactly?
There's a workbench right through this door. Attach that unit to your favorite weapon and go forth into glorious battle.
Can I remove it if I want to put on something else?
Down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
Don't worry about that. I've already got a passcode from Reed.
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
Makes sense. Yes, I kind of understood that. What are you planning?
Don't tell anyone, all right? I've got a contact. A real expert in the inner workings of the automaton. We are gonna rip those mechanical secrets right out of their circuits.
Edgewater's in the middle of nowhere. You don't have a contact.
Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact.
Oh my god.
Didn't know I had to be all prissy about my grammar around you.
It's not about grammar. It's about being, being truthful. You literally made up. You had a contact. How am I supposed to get one of these?
There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries. So you can't rip one out of its corpse. You're going to have to find an intact model somehow.
Pavati, is a logic module something you could help with?
I don't reckon so. I work with gears and pistons and such. Stuff you can put hands to. Computers and mechanical brains are outside my ken.
That's where you got me.
You know, she names the mechanicals she fixes. Calls them Bess and Clancy and so on. Keep a careful eye on her. Could be a sympathizer.
Seems simple enough.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Uh-huh. Bye. So do I have to put it on? I guess so. Modification. Oh, now it tells me about modifications. To install modifications, first select the item you wish to upgrade, then choose what type of mod you wish to install. Scope, armor plating, etc. Finally pick the mod to install and boom, you've upgraded your item. Both weapons and armor can be modified. Mods can't be removed once they're used, so put them on your favorite gear. Jock weapons are built for the discerning warrior who wants a custom, personalized weapon. Just like everyone else. Personalized is spelled wrong because it's got a Z in it. It's an S. This one, I guess, because I'm using it. Electrically charges the chamber round immediately before firing. Upon impact, the round discharges, electrocuting the target. Okay. After installation, the mod cannot be removed. There we go. That's a Space's Choice light pistol with a mag-zap thing on it. Now it's 110. Still doesn't tell me why there's this thing which doesn't exist. Oh, now it's level 2. Alright, well, time to go. So whereabouts is the plant? It's literally over there. Is this place actually this small? Or is it just the way it looks? What's it say for the different quests? Let's see what this says. Oh, it's just about modifications. Whatever. Abernathy's house. Go to the Emerald Vale. Doc Mabel is wanted for murder. Birdie Cotton. Let's do this one, which is opposite side. Let's do this. Oopsie daisy. Ooh, I like the particles in the air. Don't know why they're just floating in place though. You'd think they go upwards because of the heat. This is the loading bay. Oh, I'm stuck on a freaking building there. I'm going back over here so I can follow the road so I can check out the houses on the way. Whoa. Evicted. Evicted. Another eviction. I guess I won't check the houses then. Is that smokestacks over there? That must be the geothermal plant. Oh! Hey! Yeah! So was that infighting, or are they just looking over dead people and wondering why they're dead? Oh, another level up. Get tech up again. Let's get engineering up to 30. There we go. And then I guess put the rest in maybe range, because we're using guns quite a lot. There we go. Double digits there. And then put one there. Cool. Tinkering cost -50. Wild repair. Repair weapons and armor in the inventory. Unlock the ability to sell goods to vending machines. I need to upgrade stealth because that's got hack in it, and I need that up a lot because that's her main focus. Right, perks. What to get? Precision. After some unsanctioned adjustment, the workbench sight as alignment tools is much more accurate. Increases the magazine size of science weapons. Damage per floor. +5 base armor rating. Additional ammo stock on vendors. Additional consumable and general stock on vendors. More carrying capacity. Tactical time dilation recharge rate 50%. Yeah, I'll get that. That sounds good. They're still neutrals. They're not really going to help me that much. Good? Seems like the marauders were hiding out here for some reason. Ooh, weird apples. There's that way, but this way... Oh, it's actually just a big circle, so I could just go around, go up here, and then come back. But I have the feeling if I do that, I'm going to end up somewhere else. So I'm going to go straight here first. Huh? Oh, hey. I know. I didn't like being electrocuted. Ah, fuck. Some things you have to do make a companion. Get together, increase your determination skill, and give the companion perks that improve their health or toughness. Increase your determination skill to give them perks. What? You okay?
Something you need?
You mentioned something earlier I wanted to ask you about.
In the bar? When I asked if you were a drinker?
You sounded worried.
Sorry. I know, it's none of my business.
I like to drink now and again.
It's not like I think it a failing, mind. It's just I live right across the road. Most nights I watch folks out my window. When they come in here, they might be happy or sad. Mostly they're tired. When they leave, they're mad at themselves. Or they stumble into the alley and I listen to their hearts breaking.
Perception 1, you're... What? You're very sensitive, aren't you? What? Are you safe living across the place from that place?
There's been scary nights. But Constable Reyes is right up the road. She keeps an orderly town.
All right. I probably should try using the assault rifle. Did they use this as like a bar? We got beans? Or is that coffee? Which technically is a bean, but you get the point. I thought they were just like beans. What's in the box?
Nice.
Ooh. Actual armor. Okay. There's no sniper rifle still? It's not the best cleaver, it's the... Wait, it is the best cleaver. It's throbbing. What the fuck? It's throbbing blade. Will pulsate its way even the most Recalcitrant dissident. Okay, game. $13. It's better. Armored ballistics. Wish they make this version. I'll definitely look like I'm from Fallout now. The suit is designed to be used in the hibernation pods. Combat. Raises. Low damage weapons are ineffective against heavy armor. When more than half of your damage is absorbed, you'll see your damage numbers float downwards. You might want to switch weapons. Some things you can't do make your protection... Okay. Well, it'd be great if I could actually equip them with different gear too. But I guess I can't. Seems a little weird. Most games allow you to do that. Guess that's it for all the parts. Oh man, you serious? Oh, fine. Time to book it to the next room. Evicted. Oh, I see some... Reload. Use a quick melee to give enemies knockback. Shoot random... whatever. Whoa! Slow-mo! Nice! There was a person over here that vanished. Resident? They've been killing people. I cannot see the bodies in this grass. If there is any. The community center. Ooh, what does this say? Presidented by Space's Choice Emerald Vale Community Center. Alright, well, in we go. Oh, it's an actual transition scene. Terror on Monarch. Ruth Bellamy as Hazel on Helen. Okay. Oh boy, there's a bunch of people in here. Okay, right trigger is block. Somehow these guys didn't hear the gunshots. What the... Where is she? You good? This is what happens when you go off on your own. Antique saber, cool. Yeah, I need to explore these areas first. I know that said something. What did it say? Actually, no, I didn't want to eat it or unequip it. I wanted to eat it. Need medical 40 and 80 just to have 2 more slots? That makes no sense. I was going to look at the thing I picked up, which should be somewhere. Tossball card Matthew Singh. A collectible tossball card. Okay. Pretty necklace if you're into that sort of thing. Makes a strong fashion statement. Look at the neck. This is something on it. A pretty something. Look at it. Look at it. Exceedingly old saber. Not much use in combat, but it looked grand on a wall somewhere. Else on the opposite side. Of course it's barred. First aid room key. Interesting. Encode first aid combat. Or medpack. Keycard encoded. Thank you for choosing Space's choice. Synopsis. The history of Emerald Vale, once complete, will display the proud heritage of our settlement for the generations to come. Decorating the main hall of our noble city or community center, this elaborate diorama of memorabilia of our settlement's founding will embody the hard-working spirit of our Spacer family. The centerpiece of this grand exhibit will be taxidermized Mantiqueen, erected within the main lobby as a sign of our civilization's victory against nature itself. Okay. Fish! Fish! If the ocean and rivers are the heart and veins of Emerald Vale, then Saltuna is our highly profitable blood. These meaty fish live in the ocean and migrate upstream during mating season. Saltuna are semiparous, which means they perish after a single reproductive episode. That's when our trusty Spacer's Choice harvesters scoop up their corpses to be cleaned, processed, canned, and delivered straight to the dinner table. Okay. These things. The display fashioned to resemble a pair of mighty primals required extensive field research. Let's have a moment of silence for the researchers who gave their lives in the pursuit of authenticity. Canids can be found all over Emerald Vale in 2 distinct varieties, domesticated and feral. Feral canids hunt in packs, while domesticated canids can be loyal companions. It is important to remember that the canid is still a wild animal and should be treated with caution. I see... Coming soon, Mantiqueen. Feast your eyes on the great frilled Mantiqueen, sovereign of the nest, imported from the wilds of Terra 1 to thrill and excite your imagination. There's nothing in there. If anything, the background's not plugged in. Bathroom. Dead guy. More dead people. Messages from I. Rosenberg. The keycard encoder in the lobby is back up and running. Hopefully it won't go on the fritz again and start shooting keycards as anyone who walks by. As a reminder, in case it does break down again, you can borrow a keycard from the director if one of the workers on the second floor offers if you lose a card. I must lodge a complaint. The obsession with this Mantiqueen is wasting all our budget and holding up the development of the entire exhibit. This has to stop. This latest update you regarding the request for one adult Mantiqueen. As you may remember, our trackers discovered a beautiful specimen out in the wild. Per your approval, we deployed a team of highly skilled hunters to kill it for you. Regret to inform you that the entire team has perished. Please expect an invoice from our team, including the costs of the gravesite fees as stipulated in our contract. Additionally, we must ask you to cover the cost of all equipment damaged or corroded, dissolved, eaten, or digested, partially or otherwise. Thank you for your patronage. Please allow me to offer you the opportunity to purchase a second hunting expedition at 10% discount. Look forward to hearing from you. Right. TV. There we go, shortcut. Ooh, we can open this. Eee, very nice. What the? What was that? core. Rebuilt mining gear. Exo helmet has this 4. 5, sure, why not? Ooh, I look kind of cool now. 4. Toughened. One-time barrels. Whisper quiet muzzler. A bulky attachment can be fitted to a muzzle. Firing noise minus 9%. Gyro sight. The modification uses an internal gyroscope to dampen movement, allowing more accurate shots. Quests. Nothing here that was a quest item. Model spaceship. Oh, I guess because I picked up this. Oh boy. Antibiotic agents. Trichloroethylene chloride. Surfactants, or whatever that says. Fluorides, adhesives. Why do you got a weird... Who ate my lunch? Experimental anthracycline. Okay, well I picked it up. What's this based on? Vending machine. I'll use it in a minute. Pure, plain and pure water. This leads back outside. Don't want to go that way just yet. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh boy, a sentry saber. Another one. Alright, let's go upstairs. This game feels... I don't know, I'm getting a feeling from it that's like it's not that long. Because the map for this area is very small. And, only one. It's not fully there or something? I don't know, it's hard to explain. So I picked up another one of those things. A dense technical primer on mechanical engineering published by Spacer's Choice. This volume describes the process of building a computing machine using electrodes and spectrum potatoes. Spectrum potatoes? Excuse me?
Yeah.
Never mind, I thought I could talk to you about the potatoes, but I guess not. Here's the other stair. Alright, so now we can just leave. The plasma cutter. During the 23rd century, the skip drive was invented, sparking another space race as corporations began exploring. I don't want to read that, it's fine. Ooh. There's the other exit. Mines. I was wondering what that was. Why are there mines in the background? Nope, I can't do anything with those. You are encumbered from carrying too many items. You cannot sprint or fast travel while encumbered. The carry is displayed on the top right left of the ledger. I assume I'm over encumbered because I'm dizzy. Well, do I have anything that would fix that? Let's just... Well-balanced breakfast, apparently. All I'm doing is just drinking everything in my inventory just to see what it's like. What did I just take? Ah, well. I'm sure it's fine. Right, so. Next journal. Whereabouts is that? Oh, they're kind of all over the place. So I guess we can go up here, check out this building, and then we can go around, go to the one over there. This is locked, I can't open this. More dead people. Oh, I thought that was blood. Soap. Bed. We'll sleep when I'm done. I guess. Just never sleep. Gun. Oh, hey. It takes forever to reload. All dead? All dead? No. I think that's all of them. Alright, cool. Just did a quick save just in case. Oh, it's a twig. I thought it was a person.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far. Inside voices.
Another bracelet. I accidentally pressed the wrong thing. I'm currently reloading, just wait, give me a minute. The arm's Atrium's finger. Oh boy, and now I'm heavy. This is all because my finger slipped and I pressed the button instead of opening the thing. Alright, let's try this again. This is a 9, medium, lockpick plus 5. Marauder helmet. This old Hephaestus helmet has been patched and repatched so many times that it is no longer recommended by 4 out of 5 hypobaric workers. And then this, which is heavy. So this has got better armor, but it's a lower level. Has better heavy weapons, and its stealth skills is -5. I will say no for that. What? I wanted to break down this. God damn it. Freaking buttons. It's too heavy, so I need to break it down. There we go.
Stand and deliver! No encore?
Hi? Why is there this random lady just standing here shouting about standing and delivering?
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Who are you? You sound confused, or possibly unscrewed.
Only thing unscrewed around here is the head of that marauder you took down. Never seen moves like that outside my serial dramas. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
I need you to clarify something for me.
I'm great at clarifying.
Are you a prisoner?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
How'd you even pull that off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
How are you even alive?
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable.
No,
Oh,
really?
you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
Are you from Edgewater?
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
There was something else, actually.
I've got all the time in Halcyon.
Okay. That was it. Okay, bye, Zoe. Don't know who you are or why I can talk to you, but yeah. Ooh, more robots. I was about to say, I guess that's everything, and then the thing blew up my face. I'm pressing N, that's why it's not showing up. Guess I can go around and check out the buildings over here. Move! Move it! God, that takes way too long to go away. Oh boy, more marauders. Why do you keep running on ahead like that?
That's the last of them.
Better be. I'm seriously out of ammo. Like some sort of transport, maybe? I am too heavy again. Makeshift low-pressure suit. This low-pressure suit has been seeing better days. It should hold together and provide some protection, but it's recommended to wear it in a hard vacuum. But it's not recommended. I had one of the words right. $13 gives more dodge. 9 gives more tech. If I can sort by... How do you sort? S. Value by weight. 0.3, 0.5. Delicious bread. I'm going to need to increase my strength or something at some point. Hello. Oh boy, more soap. I must agree with your theories about the Earth Directorate's place in the colonial system. Sadly, as much as I appreciate the board and the new frontier they've opened for us, I believe Halcyon and all the other colonies on the rim of the galaxy would fall to pieces at war amongst themselves. The Earth Directorate wasn't around to regulate trade and settle disputes. Do you think the corporations would accept the mandated inclusions of the Earth Minister if they had a choice in the matter? Was never true that Earth is the key of the whole colonial system, but the real adventure independent spirit upon which mankind, or humankind, truly thrives, is to be found out here among the furthest colonies. History, Great Wall left there, blah blah blah. Okay. That doesn't help me in the slightest, but okay. Ooh. Stuff. Collector's letter. I just got a letter today. Corporate ordered me to relocate to the Edgewater Cannery, effective immediately. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop at the community center, selling rare memorabilia. But scripture tells us that all things happen for a reason, work fortifies the spirit and all. As for my book collection, I can't bear to part with it. Don't want these books smoldering in some contraband locker, so I stashed them all away in a cave over by the river. Okay. I guess I need to go over to the river. Oh boy, I can't have a shower. It's great. I'm gonna sneeze. There we go. Town and country. Whenever you're hosting an office presentation or panicking or picnicking on the Terra 2 countryside, this piece from our town and country collection will not disappoint. Well, if I can find a thing, I should be able to sell some stuff. Vending machine, that's the word. Geronimo! It's annoying that I can't open doors when I'm reloading. There's nothing in. I don't know why it was weird there. I'm 97 over that. Okay. Too many weapons. $73. Shock cannon. TNL proprietary lock and shock technology to make sure you never waste a single watt. So rifle 215, 215. Yeah, we're back down at 65. So that's going all the way back over there. But there was the illustrated manual, so let's put that on here. Which leads somewhere? Oh, over there. That's fine. It's not that far. Who's been killing all these marauders? Jesus, why are they all dead? I didn't do it. Is that leading me to the same geothermal plant? Sort of? It's leading me there, which is near the geothermal plant. What about this one? That leads straight up, so I could go there first. Let's go there first. If I'm thinking about it, I think it might be better if the people at the whatchamacallit, hydroponics bay or whatever, go to the established town. Because holding up in the hydroponics doesn't sound as good as holding up in a city that actually has walls. Right, we've come through here before, so I can just run on through. Doop-doop-doop-doo. The botanical lab.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Who said anything about no trouble? I'm not here to cause trouble. Grace Romero.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
What's your problem?
Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another.
You obviously run a tight ship.
You want to try standing outside in the heat, keeping your sights open for the next marauder raid? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders...
Oh, I met her too long ago. She's fine. Upbeat, a little strange, love Rizzos. Yeah, I met Zoe. She was in a marauder camp.
Thank the Eternal. Wait, marauder camp? Is she all right?
You mean in the head, or... she's fine. They were getting along.
Getting along? What? Sitting around a campfire telling stories?
Pretty
If you
much.
could bring her home, I'd be obliged. And if you could cross off some marauders on the way, I'd be much obliged.
Already done. Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop.
I've got questions about Zoe.
I'll tell you what I can.
What do you know about her?
Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
You seem so personable. Can't imagine how you didn't get on with her.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own.
Okay.
What is it?
Well, I'm gonna go now. Well, I'm gonna explore this town first. Yeehaw! House! I will break in and steal things. Unless... Well, not really. I don't want to get in trouble. Not like other people. I don't just steal people's belongings unless I can get away with it. I don't know. Let's go this way. Hello?
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
Nothing. I'm told one of your numbers gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
What happened the day she disappeared?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
I'm literally just asking I asked a single question.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
Was she acting strange before she disappeared?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
Uh-huh. What was that about surprising her?
The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Any chance you can lend me that copy?
Not much of a chance, no. Mind if I ask why you're interested?
Zoe's living with the Marauders nearby. I need something to tempt her back to camp.
Zoe's living with Marauders? Yeah, that sounds like the sort of sideways, sprat-brained plan Zoe'd come up with. Yeah,
and yet you say that she seemed normal.
Or maybe you're trying to wheedle me into relinquishing my only copy of
I
the
don't,
Masked Marketeer.
I don't care. Just give me the fucking thing.
Edition after all.
Look at my face. Do I look like I give a damn about your show? That's the response I want to do.
Yeah, you're probably right. A true fan would have displayed a gleam in their eye upon hearing the words Collector's Edition. Here you go. Latest copy of the Masked Marketeer. Tell Zoe we're all waiting on her.
Episode 38. More questions?
I'll help.
Hold on, something else.
Hey.
Trade.
Fresh off the limb.
Right, sell junk. A fiver. A Spacer's Choice revolver that's only customized by weaponists to use heavy Vulcan ammo. Okay, only 5 rounds fit the cylinder, but they hit like an asteroid. How would he know how that feels? Primal lever. Well, I could sell some crap. I hate that I can't just click them. I have to press E in order to sell this stuff. Because this has a name, this makes me think it's a unique weapon, but it's not really clear as to whether it is or not. You know, sometimes you get like things in games where they name it as a legendary and you can't sell this because it's special or it's the only one of its type or something. It puts like a different color on it. But this is just the same as any of these. I won't be using this, so I can probably sell that. Grenade launcher I'll keep just on principle. Sell that. Sell that. And this. Right. What's in here? Absolutely nothing. This place looks like it was ransacked. Needs in there. Oh, hello.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Zoe's journal, page 22. Well, today's the day, Zoe. Today is the day. You take the destiny into your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the Marauder Thet. Bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in the camps around out in the wilds, warming themselves with the light of barrel fires. Probably mounted the head of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folks like me, living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they organized. I've been tucking away some Adelaide's food, and I've got some spare cans of saltuna. Should last me a couple of weeks if I ration. Got some Adrenatime too. Everybody loves Adrenatime, even Marauders, right? I've got odds these Marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple syringes of Adrenatime before their eyes. This is going to be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm going to have a whole gang of Marauders on my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some Rissos. Aha. Page 12. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'am. And would you like another's? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake, because I've always hated the cannery, and I don't think I'll ever have to look back at this journal many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the veil once, didn't I? Just because I got sick. Everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and then I grabbed a little too much adrenochrome. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to a personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps? Oh, but you misappropriate one box of adrenochrome and suddenly you're committing larceny. Yes, that's how it works. You stole fizzy living drinks. You lose. Good day, ma'am. Is that it? It's just those two? Oh, wait, no, there's one. Page 18. Good news, I'm alive. Starting to feel a little better, too. There's a group of deserters living out in the old botanical labs. They found a way to grow some food, or something that passed for food anyway. Adelaide bought a pot of something green and leafy and told me to think it's twice a day for my symptoms. I suppose. Tastes atrocious, but I've been feeling better. It's nice to be away from the cannery. The labs have just enough power to run an aether wave, so I've been catching up on some serial dramas. Masked Marketeer. What would I do without you? Go crazy, most likely. Crack up, murder all my neighbors, and run screaming into the hills like some wild marauder. I don't know, that doesn't sound too bad. I could see myself leading a cadre of marauders. A band of bandits. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Band of bandits? What would we call ourselves? The Formidable 14? The 100 Hooligans? Featuring Zoe, the Bandit Queen. It sounds like she kind of lost her mind regardless of whether she was going to be healed or not. This is the back rooms. I can go in there after I check out the actual main part. Let's check out this building over here now. Hello.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
You keep your wits about you. You don't tell me what to do. This is a fancy looking door. Can't open this, so I guess goodbye.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Thomas?
Something you need?
I guess you won't talk about it then. Oh boy. Dervish Mist. Is this Thomas's? Is this Thomas?
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Is that Thomas? Oh, that is Thomas. Ah! TNO makes the best gear for friends and family. Your companions leveled up and can be granted a new perk. Go to the companion page in your ledger. There's a companion page? And select the perk button. Okay. Well, I need to put my stealth up so I can get more hack. There we go. Oh yeah, she does. The companion ledger. This companion ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companions. You can see their skills, stats, status effects, and gear. To change your companion's gear, first select the item you want to swap out, then choose the compatible item to replace it with. You can also change how they behave in combat by selecting their preferred weapon, follow distance, and aggressiveness. Oh, this is how you change it. Okay. 120, 82, shock cannon. This is how you change the gear. Mechanics overalls, junior grade, ports of call. The oil stained overalls tell you Babati works hard, but the goggles tell you she values safety. So 7. Do anything better? This is a 9, and it offers the same sort of upgrade. So there you go. Wow, you look kind of cool now. I'm not gonna lie. Base health, threat generated. Threat generated less. Engineering. Bonus support engineering. Increase your engineering skill when Pavati's in the party. Yes, please. I'll take that. Okay. Distance. Controls distance or the follow distance of this companion. Moderate distance from a distance close to the player. Weapon mix. Primarily attacks with mixed. Will switch between melee and range based on the distance of the enemy. Makes sense. Aggressive. The companion always engages in attacks when the player enters combat. Once told to attack a target, the companion continues to fight until combat is over. Okay, so why would you put it on anything else? Passive sounds like useless. You would have to manually tell them to attack someone. This is where they put the logs. Okay, that's good to know. Why would you put it in... Why would you put the tutorial messages in the codex where you've also got things like logs? You'd think you put it in a separate thing. Hi there, Kemp.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering.
Looks like you were just staring at the wall.
Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no. I'm just along with this lady here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Never too late to start learning. I could give you a couple of pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering?
Yes, I've already picked up 2 of them.
3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know, I've already taken that
I know
one.
the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Today's your lucky day, Thomas. I've got one of those data pads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 1, found in the community center.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
I've got more for you.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
I got part 2, found in the cannery.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
I'll let you know if I find any others.
Sure. I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
I want to ask you something, though.
What's on your mind?
How long you lived here?
Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious.
What were you doing out in the wilderness?
We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go. Mostly on account of my incompetence.
Makes sense.
I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
I have to go. Alright. Let's modify this. What's this? Modification. Range weapon mod. Magazine changes the weapon's damage type to shock. Sure. Gyro sight. Ranged weapon spread. Minus 20%. It's an assault rifle, so I hope it doesn't have spread. Do I have anything for... No. What about for the shotgun? Nope. The hammer? Nope. Grenade launcher? Yes. Oh, it actually changes the model. Have I just been missing that? Or has some of them don't seem to do anything for images. Which, why would you want to put a silencer on a freaking grenade launcher? How would that work? Runtime barrels. Barrel increases crit damage. Crit damage? Crit damage. What the hell's crit damage? Alright, well, cool. Any more buildings I can check out? Not there. That leads up into the hills. Nothing that way. Oh, this door can be opened. Ooh, this looks like some sort of power generator. Do they have one here? Ooh, they do! Oh, shit, I didn't mean to pick that up. Well, if I get reported for crimes, it wasn't me. I mean, it was, but it was purely by accident. This building can't be opened. What about this one? Yes! Let me in! Don't mind me, I'm just going around seeing if there's anything of worth here. And there isn't. Perception, Thomas seemed very fond of you.
He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
The tool he was thinking with was definitely not his wrench. That boy is head over heels for you.
I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
Oh, we've been doing it. Don't worry. I've got to increase my perception in order to ask questions. Ow! Let's go into this building now. Ooh, actual trees.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
Water, I think. Hello there.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You seem a bit too sweet, but sure. You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Is this your greenhouse?
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
You're kind of creeping me out a little. Funny, never knew you could grow tripe. Some of these responses, they're just amazing. I'm surprised you managed to grow anything out here.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up.
Sounds good.
The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
Okay, which poop are you using? Looks like you made a home. You've made a home for yourself out here.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
Why did you leave your old home?
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Alright, well, Reed sent me to make peace with you.
on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Well, the first one is straight to the point, but it doesn't really let them know about, oh, he says he's willing to make amends, because that's what he said. So, Reed's asked you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
And he's also going to divert power over to him. He's mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator. I need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be.
And leave the people in the
You're
town
going
suffering?
down to the plant. You should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Here's the thing. A lot of those people there seem to be kind of brainwashed into trying believing that working repairs sickness, and if they are sick, it's because they didn't work hard enough. I don't think shutting down the plant is just going to make them suddenly go, oh, everything's wrong. I should just leave. I think they'll still be like that and probably just be like, I don't know how to take care of myself now. What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
Yeah, but you're still not taking into account that you're literally ruining their life to make your life better. It's like, don't take ours, take theirs instead. Instead of trying to come to a compromise, you're like, no, don't ruin ours, ruin their life. You think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
My conscience says not to listen to you. You seem to have a personal vendetta against Reed, and while Reed's more of a slimeball just trying to work for his business and truly believes he's doing good, you're just like, I'm angry at Reed, and therefore everyone that's in his city should die. Or be, like, have to come here, and then I get to choose who comes and stays. That's just the way it seems to come across to me, anyway. Are these dead bodies? No, they're plants. Okay. I was going to say, he's using dead bodies? You're not using dead bodies for fertilizer, are you? I mean, it would make sense, but... well, I guess we'll find out whatever happens. I'm going to save for this, just in case. Personal files. Hack. First entry. May the Eternal bless my first endeavor. It's been 2 days since I walked away from life at the Edgewater Cannery. Fortuitously, the old botanical labs are still operational, mostly. The soil's sour. I'll do what I can, but I'm going to need some powerful fertilizer. Tired of having the taste of saltuna lingering on my tongue day in and day out. I want something fresh, something that grows out of the earth. We found another worker from Edgewater, ex-worker now. Desertion rates must be climbing. I'm not terribly surprised. Reed's style of management has always been tyrannical. I imagine an exodus is brewing. At any rate, the worker was in a sorry state. Fever, shallow breathing, delirious, must have been plagued. I set him right with a diet of greens. He was better in a couple of weeks. Physically, spiritually, he's one of the flock now. First entry. I hereby repurposing the botanical lab for its original conception as a gear in the Solus automaton, the corporate machine. The greenhouse may look impressive, but all that look at the Space's Choice product, it's cheap and unreliable. I shall have to make some repairs of my own two hands. This place had become a nursery before it was abandoned. I understand the horticultures failed to produce a single viable crop. Something about the soil being too poor. I'm determined to find a way. Flora and living things are sensitive to the environment as any breathing, thinking body. I contend that the crops in this region failed because the corporate scientists tending to them are cold, heartless, inhumane people acting on behalf of sterile and inhumane power. Flush with green and reach the sky under these conditions. What? I need to read that again. In this region failed because the corporate scientists tending to them are cold, heartless, inhumane people acting on behalf of a sterile and inhumane power. So because of that, the soil didn't work. What? That's crazy. The soil is sour, it's true. I don't know how quite to explain that. I'm sure the scienticians will say something about biology or the carbon cycle. That the secret to a rich and wholesome garden is love, attention, compassion, and natural fertilizer bursting with organic minerals. Right. Okay. Yeah, she's coming across quite, I wouldn't say vindictive, but vengeful. Like, anything to do with the company that she was working with is a bad thing. Even if it was good. I'm not saying the working conditions are good, as in anything that came from it is bad in her eyes. Even the good. Oh, this is like the bathroom. There's no shower? You'd think there would be with a botanical garden, but whatever. Alright, so we've got a few things to do. Let's go do the first one first, which is getting the woman back. Where is she? Can I fast travel? No, I have to walk. Let's go! Oh, by the way, I speak to Babarti just in case she has anything new to say.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay, well, bye. Also, the fact that they only have one guard makes this place seem very undefended, compared to the other place which has walls, multiple guards, and lots more people inside. I've seen, like, what, 10 people at this camp? That's not a lot. Let's get Zoe. Seriously? I'm all the way over here. How do you make me dizzy?
Where I wouldn't do for a Wentworth.
Or a what were? I've been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
Stefan told me about your favorite cereal.
So you tracked me down just to gab about the mass marketeer? I am impressed.
I've got it here. Yours if you promise to go back.
You actually have it? The episode where Lord Cavendish reveals he's been the mass marketeer all along? All right, you convinced me. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose.
Yay!
Grace is going to be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Take care. Bye-bye then. Right, now I can fast travel to over here. Yes. The original... Okay, I was going to read that. Did it.
What is it?
I talked Zoe into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
She joined up with a band of marauders. They hadn't heard her. Something about wanting to be an outlaw. I'll go with the first one.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger.
Yep.
Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble.
You better.
Let me know if I can do something for you.
I'll maybe be. Cool. Right. Comes now the power. Divert power to the geothermal from the geothermal plant. Die robot. The third volume is not on the map. Vivati mentioned her father reading a volume of A Young Spacer Mechanical when he was working shifts at the cannery. We found mention of Vivati's father's old terminal that he took a volume of Young Spacer's Guide Mechanical into the cannery and left it in an unused office. Found the first, and you found the second in the cannery. So where's the third? Oh, okay. I was just checking to make sure where that would have been. How long am I going for? Almost 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I do sort of want to get some of this stuff done. Where's that taking me? Oh, it takes me there. Oh, whoops, meant to go to M. Bertie Cotton is down there. This one there. I will... Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll save here. I actually hadn't realized how long it'd been since I had last manually saved. Yeah, we'll save there. We shall pick this up next time we stream it. And then see where the quest goes from there. So, thank you all for watching that managed to make it today. Hope you all enjoyed. I have a more solid idea about this game. I have a more improved opinion of it than I did the last time. However, I do think that it is not as good as I was hoping, or at least it wasn't what I thought it was going to end up being. It's not terrible by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not what I was expecting. I was expecting more of a New Vegas kind of thing, because New Vegas, like, everything in that was pretty much cool, but I guess it's because they had the oversight of, like, Bethesda on it. I don't know. It seems as though that they, like, Obsidian is very good when it comes to being making games for an already established, like, IP, like Knights of the Republic or Fallout, but when they do their own thing, it doesn't work out the same way. But maybe I don't know. But I think I'm good. I'm fine with continuing this for the moment. Whether that changes going forward, I don't know, but we shall see. So we'll pick this up next week, Wednesday. And for Tuesday, when we come back, we're going to be continuing with some more Evil Within. So thank you all for watching that managed to make it today. Hope you enjoyed this series. And as usual, like, follow, subscribe. Helps a lot. And if you want to help support me, there's links to Patreon or tips if you want to help through there. Either or would work or help immensely. And yeah, until next time, y'all have a nice weekend. I'll see you all next week, not tomorrow. And yeah, take care.